Page 43, how ye do. How do ye do? How do ye do? So, whew, too early in the morning for that for me. This is the last piece in the book. So if you've made it this far, congratulations. However, if you don't have a teacher, and once you have this piece, you got through this lesson, you've learned this piece, I would encourage you to go back through and do the book again. Go through all the lessons again, review everything again. You'll find you'll be able to play the pieces more easily, and the faster ones, faster. It really helps. Please don't be in a hurry to go to the next book. It doesn't work very well. So let's look this piece over. There's nothing new here, but we're just using stuff we've had before, and it's a bit challenging. And I also want to challenge you with the fingering just a little bit. It's 3 lines long, treble and bass clef, 1 sharp in the key signature. We're in the key of G major. Make sure you do the G major scale, and if you're doing the arpeggios, then do the G major arpeggio. Just 1 octave up and down is fine right now. That's all right. But make sure you're doing the trill exercise or the tremolo exercise or whatever is appropriate. This is in 6/8 time, and we have 3 beats in this first measure, so we have a pickup measure. So we're coming in on beat 4. So if you look at the last measure, there's 3 beats there. So that's the first 3 beats, and then the last 3 beats are at the beginning. And take it one hand at a time. Make sure we have, as I said, I have some challenges for the fingering for you. You're starting out with thumb and 4th finger here, so that puts your hand in this position. Remember the F sharp, okay? It's 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Remember the dotted quarter note is the same as 3/8 notes. It doesn't matter what the time signature is. It always, okay, so here to get 3 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. There. I don't want to use thumb on all those. There's nothing really wrong with it, but this moves, and especially in fast pieces, it's a lot better, in my opinion, if you could use different fingers. You help to stay relaxed. So I'm not going. So what I'm going to suggest you do, you can either do a 1-2-1 or a 1-3-2. I like 1-3 when I get that, because you can just do that over and over and over. 1-3-2, 1-3-2. Just practice that at your speed. You should do it in both hands, though. You can use the same finger. It really comes in handy when the music gets more challenging, especially when it's fast. So I'm going to encourage you to, on these repeated, and you get these in a few places, use a 1-3-2 fingering. You got rest after it so you can move where you got to go. Next measure, well, you're resting for the first 3 counts, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, you come up a little bit, so 4th finger's on the A now. You're kind of in this position. You're going back and forth between these positions. Thumb's staying here on the D. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We get that 1, 3, 1, 2. Now come up thumb. This is the 3rd major, 2nd line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. You get the idea? Last line, the last 3 measures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. And they say 2nd finger. Well, since we're using thumb here, yes. I don't want to use thumb again immediately. And then here. And again, you use any fingers you want here. Just don't use 2nd on all of them. You can do a 1-2-1 or a 2-3-1 or 2-1-3, or I don't care. Just it's a 2 and then something else. 2-1-2 works good. In the left hand, or you're starting on a here, so put your hand here, and when it comes in, the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Remember the dotted quarter notes the same as 3/8 notes. It gets 3 counts. And then going on is the 3rd one over, or 3rd chord over. You have an F sharp, just little finger comes down. Really, it's this whole thing, except the right hand's playing the D. So you got to get out of the way. And then second line, last two measures. You're here, here, and then the last measure, that is an F. You need to memorize that note. It's two ledger lines above the staff. One ledger line, remember, is middle C. We've had that forever. Two ledger lines would be an E because it's every other note. And that's right above that ledger line, so it's an F. And they put a natural sign there because it'd be an F sharp. Otherwise, because of the key signature. So it's here. Just reach up the thumb. And then the last line, well, it comes down. Now it's two ledger lines. That's an E. And then an E flat. I do a 5-2 here to stay out here. You can do a 1 if you want. There's nothing wrong with it. But just put your hand up here. I do here. This kind of fingering or pattern you'll see quite a bit. Where it goes from here to here. This kind of thing. I use second finger on the black key. It's just out of habit. So here, last line, and then you come down to F sharp like we've had before. Put the heads together. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. So I gotta hold that down for 3 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. When I do the F sharp, it comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. And it comes up the left hand when I do the eighth notes. 2, 3. And the left hand gets the D because it's really the 4 Ds. What it is, but the left hand's doing the last one. That's, I mean, it's there. You just got it out of the way, so it's fine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Get the idea? Let's go down to the bottom, the last 3 measures here. We're here. 2, 3. There. And you just end it there, I guess. So once you're comfortable with the fingers and the rhythms and everything going on, there's no hesitations anywhere. And you might think about the articulation. We have staccatos and slurs. Short staccatos and hinging at the wrist. See, they're not all staccatos. In the left hand, there's no staccatos here. On these, you're playing staccato anyway. You got to because you have no choice. You get the idea with the staccatos. Be very careful because it's a little tricky. Some of these in the right hand you think are going to be staccato and they're not. So make sure that, like on the first line, on the second full measure here, the staccato's only on the first beat. These are not. Hold that down, F sharp down a full beat. It's not staccato. No, it's a full beat. So only play the notes marked with a dot as staccato, if you can. Now it's a little bit tricky. And once you're comfortable with that, more or less, then try the dynamics. The dynamics go to the melody, and that's the right hand. Whatever you think mezzo forte or moderately loud is. The left hand's in the background. Keep it soft. We want to hear the right hand. Now here, play all of those the same. But it should be clear to the listener which notes are melody and which are not. So this is not melody, so you really shouldn't play it quite as loud. Come down a little bit for it. And then loud. And the whole thing's sort of moderately loud all the way through. Well, once you get to know it and you're comfortable with it, you can get a little louder and softer in places if you feel it. And then finally the speed. Oh, back to that allegro automato. Ugh. And again, it's the feel of the piece. So it's animated and fast. I don't know that you need both of those. It's kind of an overkill, but it's just, if you're going to sing it, how'd you do, Mr. Johnson? How'd you do? It means how do you do? How'd you do? So has to be accurate. So don't go faster than accurate. That would be my allegro animato. Yours could be that's fine. If that's your allegro animato, that's fine. Let's play it together very slowly and double check the notes and the rhythms. I'll give us 3 counts because we come in on beat 4. So when 1, ready, go, and then we go. 1, ready, go. 4, rest. 1, 2, 3. 2. 1, 2. 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2. 2, 3. 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 2. 2. 2, 3. 2. 2. 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 2, 3. 2. 1, 2, 3.